Hello, academic stars around the globe. Welcome back to Caltex Academy. In case you're new to Caltex, my name is Julius, and thank you for joining us today. On our board are three equations involving logarithm. In our previous video, we looked at simplification of expressions involving logarithm and using the rules of logarithm. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through these equations. And if you have not subscribed to Caltex Academy, go ahead and smash that subscription button, ring the notification bell, and share this video with your friend. And if you have done that, let us move on to the video. So when we take a look at these questions, they are a little bit easier than we think. So we're going to start with part A of the question that says 2 log to the base of 10 of x square minus 5. And this is equated to 4 log base 10 2. Since I have some 4 here and I have 2 here, then these two logarithms reduce themselves. So we can do that and cross this by 2 to 2, and this 2 goes to 1. And we rewrite the remaining terms, and we have here logarithm to the base of 10 of the remaining x square minus 5 equals, so here we have 2 log to the base of 10 of 2. Now here we're going to use power rule of logarithm to make sure that we raise this number that multiplies the logarithm. And let's go ahead to implement it immediately. So here, the left hand side, we're okay. We just simply write our logarithm to the base 10 of x square minus 5. And this is equivalent to a logarithm to the base of 10 of 2 and exponent 2. So this simplifies to 4. We just need to write that small step, and we have a logarithm to the base of 10, and we have still our x square minus 5 equals log to the base of 10 of 4. And since we already have one single term on this side and also a single term from the left hand side, and also the logarithm are to the same basis, now what we have to do is to just simply equate these arguments. Therefore, we have here x square minus 5 equals 4. Now we are faced with a very simple algebraic equation that we can easily solve. So we have x square equals 4. Here we are adding 5 on both sides. So we have our x square equals 9. And we can get a square root on both sides. Therefore, x is going to be either positive or negative 3. We can give our answer saying either x is equals to negative 3 or x is the same as positive 3. And all these answers are valid because somewhere, if we need to prove it, like if we move back to our question here, we're going to consider the left hand side, and that is twice log to the base of 10 of x square minus 5. Then you know that these two can be raised up there, and we have this as log to the base of 10 of x square minus 5. But then we just need to go ahead and take off this x and replace with our negative 3. And since negative is to be squared, we can also place in a small bracket. Sorry, I have not written our 2 here. So when we raise negative 3 to power 2, that is 9. 9 minus 5 is 4. Therefore, we'll have here logarithm of 4, and this is squared. Therefore, we can also square this, and we get logarithm of course to the base of 10 of 16. Now this is the same like what we have here. Simply if you take this up and you have logarithm to the base of 10 of 2 raised to power 4, then 2 raised to power 4 is 16. That is exactly like what we have here. So whether we use negative 3 or positive 3, then all your answers will give you valid results. Remember, we just need to test this because with some equations, not all the answers will agree. Let's move on and take a look at our example number B down here. For example number B, we have the left-hand side contains logarithm to the base of 125. So let's combine this together and see how to continue. Therefore, I'm gonna rewrite it down here where I have logarithm to the base of 125 of x, and this is added to logarithm also to the base of 125 of 5x, and this is equated to 1/3. Now after that, we can combine this together. Since we are adding, then we can use the addition rule of logarithm, and we have here a logarithm to the base of 125, and this is x multiplied by, so for the multiplication, I'm going to use this bracket to represent our multiplication, and we have here 5x. Now this is equivalent to 1/3, and we can simplify that. So let's get some more space here and have logarithm to the base of 125 of now x times 5x, we get 5x squared, and this is the same as 1/3. And from here, since the logarithm is on one side, that is left hand side, then we call this as logarithmic notation. So we have to change this into an index notation. To change it into an index notation is just like we are taking this base to all sides, and if you have taken to all sides, it will disappear from here, and we'll have only 5x squared equals now 125 raised to power 1/3. But remember, 125 can be expressed in an index form, like if I divide 125 by 5, I will get here 25, and 25 also into 5 goes 5. Therefore, by 5 we get 1. It means 125 is the same as 5 exponent 3. So we're going to replace this by 5 exponent 3. Therefore, 5x squared equals 5 exponent 3. And we're going to raise this to the power of 1/3. And when we have a number to an exponent again to another exponent from indices rule, we have to multiply these indices, and let's do that here. Therefore, the left hand side still remains the same. 5x squared equals 5 exponent 3 times 1/3, and we know that this 3 cancels to 1, and here we're going to have 5x squared equals 5. Now we can divide both sides of this equation by 5, and the 5 disappears from the left hand side. Therefore, we only have here x squared equals 1, and we get a root on both sides. So here we have x equals either positive or negative 1. Therefore, we also have two answers for the value x. So x equals negative 1, or x also equals to positive 1. So pause the video, go ahead and test out these two solutions, we substitute to our equations, and tell us whether both are valid solutions. Now with all this, let us move on to question number C. And before we go there, please, if you have not subscribed to Caltex Academy, be kind enough to also do so. Remember, it is completely free, so you don't need to worry that you're going to be charged a subscription. Therefore, let's move on and take a look at our last part of this question. Yeah, for this question here, we also have 4 terms, 2 from the left-hand side and 2 from the right-hand side. Now, we're going to copy it down here, and we have 5 logarithm to the base of 10 of x, and we add these 2 logarithm to the base of 10 of 5 equals 1 plus 2 logarithm to the base of 10 of 4. So one thing I'm saying here is I have 3 terms with logarithm to the base of 10, but one of these terms is just simply a number. And luckily enough, since this number is 1, then I'm going to tune it to the form of having base 10. From rule number 4 in our previous video, we can also go on and check. You realize that when you have a logarithm with the same base to the argument, then that is equivalent to 1. So we're going to use the same trick here as we continue simplifying the power rule from the left-hand side, where we have the logarithm to the base of 10 of x. So when we raise up this, we have exponent 5 plus logarithm to the base of also 10 of 5, that is equals to. So we are writing this in terms of base 10. Therefore, this becomes logarithm to the base of 10 of 10. We know this one goes back to 1. So we have not changed anything. Therefore, plus, so here we're going to use the power rule again, where we have logarithm to the base of 10 of 4, and we raise this to 2. So let's combine the left hand side and also combine the right hand side, and this takes us to logarithm to the same base 10 of x exponent 5, and this multiplies 5. So I'm going to use bracket for this multiplication, and left hand side is done. So from the right hand side we have also log to the base of 10 of 10, and you multiply this by, so this simplifies down to what? To 16. So we're going to write here 16. If you wish, you can have also 10 times 16 to appear more clearly the same thing. Therefore, when you multiply this, we get 160. Now on this side, let us simplify it down, and we have log to the base of 10 of 5x exponent 5, and this is equal to log to the base of 10 of 160. We have only here 5x exponent 5, and this is equals to 160. Therefore, at this stage, we just need to remove this 5 by dividing both sides by 5. So when we have here 5 and we also have here 5, of course, this 5 will cancel with this 5, and we have here x exponent 5 equals, so when you divide this, this goes into 3. 15, when you subtract that, we have 1 adding to 10, 10 by 5 is 2, so our result is 32. You can write 32 in an exponent form, so we know that is the same as 2 exponent 5. Now here, since the exponents are the same, 5 and 5, meaning this implies that the value for x is the same as 2. You simply equate these bases here. And that is all about this video. As I said earlier on, if you have not subscribed to Caltex Academy, do well to support my work also by subscribing to Caltex Academy. In order for you to also get notification, you need to ring the notification bell. Share this video with a friend, because sharing is caring. And see you in my next upcoming videos. See you there, and peace out.